Alright guys, welcome back to our Let's Play for Valheim. I'm Slappy, and we're going to be going through a few things today, guys. Specifically, we're going after boss number 1. So I did some deer hunting. I got a lot more meat, so much so that I have 20 cooked, and I have a bunch uncooked, because I wasn't about to sit on the fire the entire time. Additionally, we do have many deer trophies, which you need 2 of them specifically to address the boss. I'm also going to go ahead and create some more arrows, because you do need a lot of them for this particular fight. So I'm gonna check my recipes. I do have fire arrows as an ability to make, and those are actually very good. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to go through and I'm going to make them real quick, because fire arrows are, well, they're better in a lot of ways. They not only work to give initial hit damage, but they work to give a damage over time fire. Which is incredibly useful for a lot of different mobs, a lot of different things. So I was able to make about 40 of them. That gives me 88 arrows in total. So all I really need to make them is the wood component. I should have everything else to make 2 sets. So I'm going to run out. We're going to grab a little bit more wood from a couple of trees. This shouldn't be too hard. I think I only need like 16 pieces to make what I need. And I've got 44 regular arrows, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab I'm gonna grab about 32 total wood from all this, or is my intent to get around there, just because I'm gonna make a bunch of regular arrows on the back end, just in case fire arrows end up not being enough for the boss. Essentially, I'm over prepared. My gear, as you can tell, has gotten an upgrade. We have moved to our leather side of things, which is really cool. So we did hunt enough deer to get the deer pelts to get that. And we have essentially maxed out almost everything. The only thing I haven't done is made the leather tanning station yet for the workbench. And quite frankly, the only reason I would need that is to upgrade certain components at the moment, which I've already made what I needed to make. So I'm gonna reevaluate that one more time before we go into this fight. But essentially, we are in final prep. And countdown. This video, we will be taking down boss number 1 at some way, shape, form, fashion. I've got tons of food between raspberries and cooked meat. I've also got mushrooms on the back end. We have been gathering up a ton of those different resources, so we are looking very good for the encounter. I'm very confident at this point that we're not going to have any issues with killing down the big deer. I can't remember his name for the life of me. It'll be the name of this video and in the description. So you can consider this a how-to guide as well. Also, guys, we made a beehive. Bees are happy, which means I'm going to start getting honey from them. So that's really cool. We made that with that worker queen bee we had last video. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and craft up 40... 60, and you know what? I know I have enough resin in this chest. So we're going to go ahead and craft up to the 100 fire arrows. And then I'm going to craft 40. This will bring me 60, 80. And then I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up to the full-on hundo. I'm going to drop the remainder of the wood in there. Drop the resin right there. Feathers there, seeds there, that's cool. I don't like having these 4 randoms in my inventory, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Now I'm gonna right click on the fire arrows, that way when I pull out my bow, they're already knocked and ready to go. We have slept, which means we have our rested buff. Our comfort level is at 4. And I'm gonna do one final evaluation. Is it worth it for me to try 5 deer hide, 20 scrap? Do I have the 20 scrap leather? I don't. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go do it real quick just to say we have everything unlocked and accomplished before we go take on good old Ike. So I will be right back after I get that leather and hunt down 4 boars. Alright, guys, welcome back, and we have our leather station here. So our workbench is officially a level 3 workbench. Now, what that means is that certain things I can go ahead and upgrade. So like my bow here, if I had the scraps and hides, I could upgrade that to a level 3. My flint axe, if I had everything like that. Bone fragments are something you're going to come across after you beat the first boss, because you need to get a pickaxe to be able to get into the ground and get skeletal remains. So I'm not going to worry about doing anything like that. Bees are happy. They've given me 2 honey. So we're going to extract that real quick. You do want to extract your honey periodically, much like any regular beehive, because, I mean, too much is too much. All right. So, guys, it is that time. Our gear is repaired. We are stocked with arrows. We have 2 trophies. We have plenty of food, I hope. It is time for us to go. And I'm going to start by taking out these boar, because I'm actually really hurting for leather scraps, and I could use them. So, come here, boar. Notice it's also really, really foggy today, but thankfully I have built my base right near the altar, and it's marked on the map, so I really don't need anything else. Now, this boss is going to have a couple of abilities. We got a kite. I'm going to go ahead and eat up just to make sure that I am ready to go. My fire arrows are intact. And we are indeed set to take on the deer. I can't remember what the name of this particular boss is, but we're going to go ahead and summon him. In order to offer, you have to have it on the hotbar. I don't need the hoe for now. So you need 2 to make the sacrifice. Press twice. Boom. Here we go, guys. Now you're going to get this big shattering epic summoning effect. You're going to get a change in music. There he is. Eikthyr. So that's one of his AoE attacks. That's why you want to always be mobile. You don't want to really engage up front with this guy. Thankfully you get plenty of runestones around. I've got plenty of tree coverage. And notice I'm getting a good damage on every single hit, as well as my tick damage, so he's losing HP very, very fast. Ow, that actually hurt a little bit. I am going to go ahead and eat real quick. That's another local AoE that he does, not a cone. Ow. Notice how I'm also picking my shots. I'm not trying to drain too much stamina, just because I do want to keep... I'm trying to keep my stamina bar up, in case I need to do a sprint out or anything. Yeah, I was going to take that damage a little bit. I'm okay with that. And this, guys, is how you take down Eikthyr. That's just like that. It's GG. He's over. Just simple evasions. Have your bow. Have fire arrows if you can do it. You can get by with regular arrows as well. Grayling, come here. But Eikthyr is officially down, and guys, this actually opens up a lot of different possibilities for us. The bird wanted to talk to us, but there he is. I am going to go ahead and just pick up the spoils. He did do some damage to the local area, and that's fine. Just give me some small trees. Bosses will do that. Bigger things will do that, too. Trolls only run up against them. Return the sacrificial stones, your forsaken trophy. Set it to make the gods smile upon you. Okay, which means that we have to go south directly to this other place. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it since I've got the big trophy. You're also going to get 3 of these hard antlers, which is actually a really good thing. And then any scraps you happen to find. But I ended up using almost 30 to 40 arrows, so you do want to be... I was definitely more stocked up for this than I probably should have been or needed to be, but I wanted to make sure that we definitely got a kill, so... but yeah, that is how you handle Eikthyr. He does have that cone, he does have a localized circular AoE, and then he will charge and do damage. Just stay at distance. Okay, don't always be full sprinting everywhere you go, because notice your stamina bar will drop. but just sprint in bursts and just stay mobile. If you do that, then you will be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and hunt a couple of deer real quick. Just to make sure I'm getting my deer hide up. Because there's a lot of things that I'm going to end up needing deer hide for. So never stop hunting deer, never stop hunting boars. Just because you finish first boss doesn't mean that you're going to be getting out of those materials. Trust me. You're going to need them, especially when we get into the Bronze Age of things. But yeah, so we're going to take the stone over here. Notice our bosses. This one is representative of what we got to fight. Hook that in there. Now, this will give me an ability that my jump stamina and my run stamina usage is down 60%. You can choose a power to activate after you have killed the boss and have sacrificed the Forsaken. So Hugin here is going to talk to us about it. I've been granted the power of Eikthyr. Use it in times of need. My next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, uncover their lost treasures and resources. The Elder awaits. Now, what does that mean? Exactly. So I'm going to activate the power of Eikthyr. Now notice in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there is now Eikthyr ready. As you go through the world, then so you're my death, you look so small and soft. Tell Odin he may have broken this form, but the wilderness will never submit to his rules. Oof. Oof. You're gonna be that? Okay. Notice in the bottom left-hand corner, guys, we now have a new box. Basically put, I can press F to use that, and I activate the power of Eikthyr, which means I can run longer distances and not consume as much stamina. Which means that we can do a full sprint run right back to the base. Just like so. And that also means that jump stamina usage is down 60%, so we can sit there and jump. And this actually allows you to be able to run and farm them. Notice I'm up to level 20, which is good. By the way, guys, I did find out today max level for these is 100 for your skills, so grind away, have fun with them. Don't go too nuts. So realistically speaking, what do we do at this point in the game? Well, boss 1 is dead, and there's several other bosses that you can go do. But if you're like me and you like building, well, you could end things here, and you could be content to just farm regular wood the rest of your life and build beautiful buildings and bases and hunt boar and all that, and that's totally fine. This game is a sandbox. It is what you choose to make of the game. If you even wanted to get your friends and do like some roleplay, I mean, you guys realistically could do that. As for me, I'm going to progress because this is a let's play, and I want to play through all of the bosses, and I want to push that very end game content. So what does that look like realistically? So, we are going to be pushing into the Black Forest. I am not going to do that this video, because to push the Black Forest, I do need some good resources, to be able to set up. And I don't have that at this point. I'm actually really low on flint. I'm low on deer hide. I'm low on leather scraps. So I want to make sure I get those ready to go for the new building. I should have plenty of wood, but now is our time to actually start getting stone. And I'm going to explain that here. So the bees are empty, but they're happy. By the way, guys, with beehives, don't have them like right next to your walls. Have them out a little bit. And that will make them really, really happy. So all right, so I'm gonna move the deer hide there. Notice I've got, like I said, I got plenty of food. I'm not really worried. I was never really worried about the food aspect of things. I got plenty of deer hides. Leather scraps I'm low on. Resin I'm fine on. Necktail will go there. This will go there. I'm gonna just do a log pile real quick because I did have to break one earlier. To get my leather table. So, what do we do next, guys? Well, that's a great question. And one that you always should be asking as well. What is next? So if we go here to the workbench, we now have a new recipe for a antler pickaxe. So I am going to go ahead and craft one because I do have the hard antler. Can I upgrade it, though, is the question. And no, the answer is no, you cannot upgrade it. It's a special weapon. But it unlocks, pickaxing as a skill. So we're going to go ahead and repair up our stuff. And so pickaxing is just like what you would think. This is finally where we get to break stone. But you can also get to break ground. So I'm going to take you guys outside and show what this particular pickaxe does. I've actually got this done on another profile of mine, which is how I know what's going on. Is I'll actually play in advance on it, and then I'll do a little bit here, play in advance, hit there. Hail Warrior. Black Forest is rich in minerals. There you can find copper in the ground and tin lining the ocean shore. Now go forth and strike the earth. So I have to find the Black Forest. Now the identifier to the Black Forest is a different type of tree. So you're going to find pine trees and fir trees lining it, and that's all cool. But this is where I really want to get going right here. Occasionally you're going to find little shapes like this with stone that look almost like a ship or like an American football almost. And what you want to do is use your pickaxe. And notice I'm carving away the ground, and as I do, I'm getting stone for it. You want to just start slowly digging this guy out, and it's putting me in water, so that's... I guess that's expected for here. I'm going to bring up my hoe. Oh, look, it actually gave me the chest right out. So you can find chests in here. This has ruby, this has pearls, and this has flaming arrows, which is really, really cool. It's valuable treasure. Now there's other things that you can find in these as well. I'm gonna try to see if we can locate them. I don't know. There they are. That's what I really want, is these skeletal remains. So if I pick them up, that gives me bone fragments. And those bone fragments allow me to get new resources. So I'm gonna keep going through. I believe there's always a couple in each of these. So once you get your pickaxe, you definitely want to go through. Don't go hitting every stone that you can hit. That's definitely a way that you can work on your pickaxing. And that's all fine and dandy. Like, if you want to have a bunch of stone, you can. There's really not much you can use stone for still. We're not going into stone building or anything like that. But we're simply just unlocking the feature to be able to mine, like, copper and tin. We're actually getting ready to go into the Bronze Age. So what will happen is when we get to the Black Forest, we've got to go, or we actually start unlocking dungeons. Why do I keep getting E prompts? Oh, I keep getting E prompts because it's probably dropping stone with each hit. And that's all cool. But there's typically other skeletal remains in these little ruins. So I want to try to find them. And, oh, hey, look, I just found amber. So digging does have benefit. Especially in these oval shape setouts. If you can find those, dig them out, definitely. They're going to give you a lot of benefit. There's a few of them I know of already here in the world, so I'm actually going to work on clearing those out off camera, because, I mean, quite frankly, who wants to sit here and watch a video of this? But yeah, so huge advantage to clearing these out. You definitely want to do it when you find them, because there is treasure, there is loot, and there's just a lot of advantage to it, especially early game. Those bone fragments are needed. Notice I could make a deer hide cape, and I only have one set of bone fragments, so I definitely want to go out and go find more. It's taking everything I got just to dig through, but at the end of the day, from everything I know from digging these, it is 100% worth it. So that makes us a treasure hunter officially, guys. Next up, so what does the next chapter look like? So we're going to the Black Forest. We're going to be mining copper. We're going to mine tin. There's a set of skeletal remains right there. Get that up. Give me those bone fragments. So yes, that means we are going to go into the Bronze Age. We're going to be doing a lot of farming of that. Now the trick to it, we're also going to be getting portals. We got another boss, which is a giant ent. I actually fought him on another world, on another profile the other day. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool fight. Definitely a lot harder than Eikthyr. But yeah. So that's generally where we're at, guys. A couple skeleton remains per ship. I don't think I'm going to find any more because I am at water level. And that's all fine and dandy, so we're going to leave that be. I've disturbed that ground enough. But not a bad haul. Got some amber, got some rubies, got some amber pearls. Nice. Got some bone fragments, and I got a good bit of stone. So all in all, not a bad dig at all. There's a couple of these that I'm going to go hit, so we'll definitely have a lot more of those bone fragments. But let me take you guys back to the base one final time. Why do I have something flashing over here? Oh, beach seeds, nothing important. At least for now. What's funny is those seeds, you can't really do anything with them until you get to until you get your cultivator unlocked, and then you can unlock farming. But by that point, there's other things that you want to farm. So realistically, I'm just saving them for points, and that way I can turn these into like a renewable resource at other points in the world. So once we get to once we get to bronze, we'll be able to start chopping down those birch trees that we haven't been able to chop down. They're going to give us a different type of wood, and we're going to get another type of wood in the Black Forest as well. So resin goes there, amber goes there. Amber pearls are a little bit different, so my valuable loot I'm going to just start putting over here. On occasion, you can also find these gold coins. No one really knows what to do with the gold coins yet, or at least that I've seen or heard from, so just hang on to them. There's going to be purpose at some point. I can almost guarantee that. I'm also going to put my bone fragments, my hard antlers in here. And we'll move you there and you there. That gives me a 50 stack of stone. So we'll just go put this outside, because again, there's really nothing that I can do with the stone. I'm not going to put it in my lean-to because I'm leaving that for wood. Thankfully, I've got all this extra covered space right there, so rocks will go up underneath my ramparts for now. Let's see. What final things can I do? Oh, I need to make a deer rug. I said in a previous video something about deer rugs and all that. So that's what we want to do. We definitely want to make us a deer rug. We're going to set it right there. Make our place look a little bit better. Look, my comfort level went up as well, guys. So when you build stuff like that, your comfort does go up. Your rested buff will improve. It's now a 12-minute buff instead of a 11-minute buff. So you definitely want to make sure that you're improving that level. So, but yeah, guys, all right, that's gonna be everything for this video. Eikthyr is down. We're moving on to the next tier. I'm gonna go harvest a couple more of those ships that I found, get the bone fragments. I'm gonna make a deer skin cape, which you can make at the workbench. You just need to have 5 fragments, 4 hide, simple enough. I could make some other small things here or there. I'm not really going to, because there's just no point. Like, the knife has no real purpose in my opinion. Shields will be better when I get swords, and I'll make bronze versions. And I'm not really too fond of spears in this game, so I'm gonna wait for a sword. But yeah, guys, that is that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, make sure that you are subscribed to the video. Keep that notification bell on so you know when new videos go live. I'm definitely committed to try to record more videos. I know I've said that in my past. If you see my 7 days or my Minecraft videos, however, we are definitely gonna make sure that we're pushing this, because this game is really, really fun. I'm liking it. It's got a lot of good content. It's beautiful, even for lower end graphics, but you got to remember this game is early access, so definitely could see a lot of graphical improvements, considering that we are working with Coffee Stain, the makers of Satisfactory, which is a very gorgeous game altogether. But guys, yeah, thanks you so much. Also, make sure you're liking this video. If we can get 10 likes, that would be great. 10 likes, and then I will do a Sea of Thieves highlight video, because I've been doing a lot of Sea of Thieves streaming lately. And then we will rock and roll from there. But thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you for the next video, where we go into the Black Swamp.